Welcome. Nanu. Welcome to the Royal Gypsy Hood. This is Rafamama coming to you live, center stage, getting her done. Been dealing with migraines this morning. And look at me, still getting shit done and shit. Relatively comfortably. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, if you are the type of person who deals with things relating to the head, I would love for you to email me, okay? I would say, which email? Which email do I send you to? I would send you to info@rafahouse.com, okay? RAFAHOUSE.com. And if you are the type of person who deals with anything relating to the head, whether it be migraines, whether it be, inflammation, whether it be, I don't know, Bell's palsy, because that's dealing with, the facial nerves and muscles. If you know somebody who punches themselves in the head, anything of that nature relating to the head, I would truly like for you to appreciate, for you to, hey, Mia, for you to contact me. I would love to take a look at your natal chart, okay? Your astrological natal chart. So with that being said, oh yeah, that's why I grabbed my phone, because today I didn't get a chance to do it earlier because after I vomited, I just had to lay down. And thankfully, I'm feeling better. And I had to cancel one appointment, but I was able to keep the second one. And now I'm about to go to the store. And I am going to get these two products. I'm going to the co-op, and these are homeopathic remedies. The first one is belladonna. This relieves headaches with the feeling of head fullness, just pressure, full, and sensitivity to noise and light. Belladonna, okay? Don't do a leave and Excedrin and, ibuprofen and Tylenol. There's like 8 different types of homeopathic remedies, very specific to your type of headache, specific to the left eye or to the right eye, to the entire head, the fullness of the head, pressure. There was like so many different types of symptoms that come with them, and they each have a very specific remedy, natural remedy, right? Not just like one patchwork Tylenol for everything, right? So anyway, that's belladonna, and I know that works for its broken fevers, and I don't know what all it's good for, but belladonna is good for quite a few things. I'm not the expert on it. Then there's bryonia. This remedy can be helpful if a person has a heavy or splitting headache with a steady pain that settles over the eye, especially the left, or spreads to the entire head. Pain is worse from any motion, even from moving the eyes, and the person wants to lie completely still and not be talked to or disturbed. Nausea with a heavy feeling in the stomach and vomiting may occur. The person can have a very dry mouth and usually is thirsty. Okay, so those are 2 that I'm going to go look at, go grab and use, just because I really need to have it in advance the next time, that happens. But I hope that helps anybody who might deal with that kind of thing. There's the next one in the row, which didn't really, it can apply to me. Aggravated by stress, most definitely. Gelsemium. But this one particularly, I don't think was related to stress. I woke up feeling good, and then all of a sudden it started coming on. So this remedy relieves congestive headaches at the base of the head, as well as headaches around the eye caused or aggravated by stress. So like it gets very specific to like, you know, exactly how are you feeling. There's like a variation of different types of headaches, and what area of the brain needs to be affected, or um and what needs to be taken for that. So that was gelsemium, Gelsemium. So I will be going to the co-op for belladonna, Belladonna, and for bryonia, Bryonia. And I wanted to share that with you because I have taken belladonna before, and it's very effective. And then there's another one that starts with an ACE, acetone something, and that one it was specific to, one was for a dry fever and the other one was for a wet fever. So it's just like, what kind of man-made kind of chemicals do you know that why? I don't even understand why we use that shit or why it exists when this stuff that works, that's good for you, actually is like already out there. Like the FDA approves that shit. You got to think about that. So here we go. Today's daily tarot, my daily bread, my daily devotional. What is the message, the universal message to meditate on? Man, that whole bickering card still keeps coming up. Still keeps coming up. The second card. So that's the 5 of Wands, which is Saturn and Leo. Then we have home. This represents the foundations, Venus and Aries. Then we have the 3 of Cups in reverse, which is Mercury in Cancer. Okay, right side up, it would really represent, happiness, celebration, feasts, but this way, and I would say due to this, really, who's the boss? It's disrupting the fulfillment, the freedoms, the festivity in family. It's funny because it just made me think of how many people are dealing with deaths right now and how many families are dealing with arguments and stuff over, the funerals. So, Wands, the 3 of Wands in reverse. Sun in Aries. Leading to the 9 of Swords, which is Mars and Gemini. The releasing of anxieties. The need to strategize, to make the moves forward. The releasing of anxieties. Leading to Mercury in Virgo. And is Mercury in Virgo yet? I think it is. Oh, wow. So let me look this up real quick. Do I not have Planet? Yes, I always have Planet Watcher up. PlanetWatcher.com is where you can look and see where the planets currently are and at what degree. So the moon is at 19 degrees of Leo, and the sun is at 15 degrees of Virgo, and Mercury is at 3 degrees of Virgo. You see how time flies like that? The last time I looked at it, it was 29 degrees. So we are indeed going through this process of the purification of the mind. And what are we purging right now? We're purging these anxieties still that, make us want to be the boss, or we think we know it all, or, that is, putting the division between, families, that's putting a block from the celebratory, from the feasting, from the union of us being together for that strong foundation. All because what? We're bickering about petty shit. We don't really know what we're bickering about between us that really matters. But deep down, it's due to this. It's due to Mars and Gemini, in reverse. It's a combination. It's not easy truly transforming the mind. You can say it, but then you have this constant every day of living it, and actually acting it out. And the things that we really think deep down, that we don't really share with anybody, we wouldn't share that we were really being insecure. We just, we're almost hesitant and uncertain how to move forward, or, it's just easier to do this and kind of blame each other, or create petty situations that cause chasms, but it's really something much deeper. It's time to deal with that deep shit. Right now we're going through the purification of our minds. Mercury in Virgo. This is abundance and fulfillment. This is joy. This is the not just the dream, but the reality, I want to look up inside the degrees, 3 degrees Virgo. Okay, let's see here. Virgo, baby, where are you? Gotta scroll up. 3 degrees Virgo, a woman doing delicate embroidery. Painstaking labors in several different planes of existence. It's totally what it feels like when you're having a migraine. The mind being restrung slowly and systematically, and by erosion of what was assumed or taken as a given. I like that. The mind being restrung slowly and systematically, and by erosion of what was assumed or taken as a given. We assume so much shit, so much, all the time, day in and day out. Truth. So multiple worlds crying out for refinement, repair, repolarization, and release. The most sensitized and self-conscious and fine-tuned way of being imaginable. The most sensitized and self-conscious and fine-tuned way of being imaginable. Attending to subtle underlying echoes and resonances. Can you hear me? Last in time. Existing in a void or parallel world or altered state. doorkeeper between the worlds in an unlikely form. But inside the spiral, there lives a knowingness and a beingness in tune with earth and heaven. And it is rhythmically synchronized with the ancient and the future, the forgotten and the unknown, just there to be with the transition and staying in touch throughout. Wow. But inside the spiral, there lives a knowingness and a beingness, your senses. I keep talking about this. It's not about your intellect and then about your emotions and, oh, you're operating in your emotions and you're being feminine or you're being masculine. Or, this like, war between the Me Too era even, you know what I'm saying? This like, battle between the two sides. But inside the spiral, there lives a knowingness and a beingness in tune with earth and heaven. And it is rhythmically synchronized with the ancient and the future, the forgotten and the unknown. Okay? It's not about what you read in a book. You stick to some words that keep you in the box. You've lost your fucking senses. Okay? You ran by your own emotions. There's no intellect involved at all. You're just like, literally insane, right? Like hysteria, hysterectomy, and it's the attunement, the fine tuning of them both, rhythmically synchronized with the ancient and future, the forgotten and the unknown. Your senses, just there to be with the transition and stay in touch throughout. Stay in touch. Stay in touch, my friends. Hi, I am from Chile. I'm curious and I want to know if my relationship is going to be. It's in Pisces and his name is Claudio. Please, and is he cheating on me? Honey, if you would like to have a private reading, you can go to my website and you can schedule. It's Rafa House, RAFAHOUSE.com. So that is really all there for the meditation of the day. I want to pull an angel card. That was the description for 3 degrees Virgo, which is where we are at today. The Virgo card comes up if you missed it, Mercury in Virgo. This is where we're heading to. All of this, all of this, the control factors, the lack of celebration, whatever what's hurtling us from getting there, the bickering between us, the disharmonies and stuff. Right now we're in this place of fine-tunement, really, for the foundations that are being built, for the fruition of home. Venus and Mercury here, Virgo and Aries represented. So here goes the angel card for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. Listening. I love that. Are you listening? In order to fine tune, you have to have an ear to hear, right? Blessings. These are the blessings. When this is right side up with the feasting and the happiness, you know, when this is upside down and we let go of the petty battles, when we stop holding on to our positions and, you know, when we stop being moved by our anxieties and our, you know, fears, or the, you know, the most, our greatest fears, like, you know, represented, that we're afraid of this thing happening, we're afraid that this is happening to us, we're afraid that this person is doing this or that, right? So I also want to pull listening. Today is a day of listening, my friends. Oh, cleaning house, it just popped out. This is totally a Virgo card. Is this a pattern type thinking that is keeping you, like, are you not cleaning out the own corners of the crevices of your mind? You know, are you still operating in a circular pattern of thinking? Are you playing mind tricks on yourself? Do you need to start going down a different path? Do you need to start releasing, cleaning house of just, you know, old people and places that don't necessarily serve you? Even old feelings. Sometimes we get attached to those anxieties because we think that that's what keeps us safe, right? So, and then we have strength reversed. This card is always grace to me. Needing to give grace. To me, it goes perfectly with the blessings card. And the spiral dancer, circuitous route of perception. So it just kind of fits in perfectly with what I just said. And it also fits in with the Virgo degree of the day. So I am going to go back to that sentence that specifies, okay, attending to subtle underlying echoes and resonances lost in time, existing in a void or parallel world or altered state, doorkeeper between the worlds in an unlikely form. Okay? But inside the spiral, there lives a knowingness and a beingness in tune with earth and heaven. You know, it's a knowingness. And it's like with this circuitous route, we're keeping ourselves trapped in this parallel universe. And being in tune with earth and heaven, and it is rhythmically synchronized with the ancient and future, the forgotten, the unknown, just there to be with the transition and stay in touch throughout. Stay in touch is the message of the day. So with that being said, what is it? The 7th of September. Nanu, my friends, and peace be unto you until next time. Every day is daily tarot, except weekends. I do the weekly tarot for each individual zodiac sign. Make sure that you watch your sun, moon, and rising video. And if you didn't watch last week's, you should do that. Okay? Make sure you subscribe as well. Hit me up on my Instagram, hit that follow, like, all that good stuff. I appreciate the interaction. And until next time, thank you and